Okay, for 30, 60, 90 triangles, these are a little bit more difficult, so I would like you to keep this reference guide. I put this in the remote learning plan in a Google Classroom. We're going to follow these steps for solving 30, 60, 90 right triangles. 45, 45, 90 triangles are a little bit easier because both legs are the same. These get more tricky because one is a short leg and one is a long leg. So our first step is we're going to label all the angles first. So I'm going to take Wednesday's homework and let's just go through and make sure all of the angles are labeled. So this is 60, that makes this angle 30. We don't need to label the right triangle or the right angle, we know that's 90. So 30, 60, 60, 30, 60, 30, 30, 60. I'm going to take a minute and go through and do this. 30. Cool. All right. We have all our angles labeled. The next step is we're going to label all of the sides: hypotenuse, short leg, and long leg. So the hypotenuse is always the side that's directly across from the right angle. I'm going to actually highlight all of the sides that are hypotenuse. Okay, you might want to pause and get caught up just in case. It's usually when we draw triangles, the base, the right angle is down at the bottom and it looks very much like this. But there are some triangles where they're twisted around and upside down, and it's really important to make sure you know which side you're looking at. So let's find the short leg and the long leg. So I'm going to start with the 30-degree angle. The side that is directly opposite 30 degrees is the short leg. So I'm just going to write short there. The side that's directly across from the 60-degree angle is called the long leg. And that kind of makes sense. Bigger angle, longer leg. Smaller angle, shorter leg. So let's go through and do a few more of these. This is the long leg. I'm actually going to be lazy and go through and do all of them this way. Do all the 60s at first. 60 degrees, long leg. 60 degrees, long leg. And then I'm going to go through and do the short legs. 30, short, 30, short, 30, short, 30 degrees, short leg. Oh, let's spell short right. Okay, so let's do a couple of these together. Let's start off with number 4. We have the hypotenuse. Check. We do not have the long leg or the short leg. So let's take a look at the reference sheet. We already have the numbers on each side. I'm going to suggest to find the short leg first. So use one of the two ways. Use one of the two ways to find the short leg. One of the two ways we have is to either take the hypotenuse and divide by 2, or take the long leg and divide by radical 3. So we have the hypotenuse here, so that's what we're going to use, hypotenuse divided by 2. So the short leg equals the hypotenuse divided by 2. Our hypotenuse is 10. So the short leg is 5. So I'm going to label that 5, and it looks a little crowded, but that's okay. Then the long leg is a little bit easier now. Over here, the long leg is just the short leg times radical 3. Short times radical 3 equals, and now we know that the short leg is 5. 5 radical 3. Okay? This is a little bit crowded here. Hypotenuse is 10. Short leg is the hypotenuse divided by 2, which is 5. And the long leg is that short leg times the radical 3. All right, let's do one more quick example. Let's do one where you are not given the hypotenuse, you're given the long leg. So let's do number 2. Oh, another number 2. Same thing happened yesterday. So we have the long leg, we don't know the hypotenuse, and we don't know the short leg. So we're going to start here. Remember, we always want to start and find the short leg first. So the short leg is the long leg divided by radical 3. Well, this one's going to be nice. Equals, and the long leg is 5 radical 3. Divide that by radical 3. Check this out, it cancels. Yay. So our short leg is just 5. Okay. Now we don't know the hypotenuse. So the rule over here on the reference sheet is we're going to take the short leg times 2. So hypotenuse equals short times 2. We know the short leg is 5 times 2. Hypotenuse is 10. You know what I just noticed is that these two, number 2 and number 4 here, are mirror images. Look at that. 10, 5 radical 3, and 5. Brilliant.